Hi, I'm Kelli McGowan, and I'm just going to take a couple minutes of your time to share another unique way of navigating through the relationships, the idea of sickness and having children with severe diagnoses. And I want to invite in a revolutionary way of approaching the topic and taking responsibility. So sickness is a guilt trip, if you really look at it, that, especially as parents, a lot of women get breast cancer when their children are going off to college. And, when you go to the deep psychology of the idea that I'm using this sickness as a weapon and that it's a guilt trip, then you can really start to do some healing. And I remember when my daughter was 17 and she was going off, moving out of the house, and I had a lot of medical stuff going on, and I can remember when I learned that sickness is a weapon, it's a guilt tool used by the ego. I really decided that I wanted to master that, and the invitation is to not, use your disease as guilt, but it's a call for love and to love yourself instead of trying to demand other people love you, especially teenagers. There's a lot about teens watching their parents and their family get struck with catastrophic diseases, and they all handle it in different ways, and often it's a very serious push away. And I think that the idea of coming from love and just understanding where were you at when you were 16, 17, 18, 11, however old your children are at the time of the disease. Well, first of all, no matter what, how you reacted in life, and a lot of us started partying and doing crazy stuff, but on top of that, you were blaming your parents for everything. So, of course, everything's going to be your fault. And so, just to allow them to be normal and in an abnormal situation and let them just blame us is really loving. And what if what they're doing is the very best that they can do? What if watching their parents who are completely capable and, like in my case, well known throughout the community as just this icon of, beauty and success and fun and in service to others, and going from that to, the insane behaviors from frontal temporal dementia and just not even being able to get dressed and leave the house. What if it is the best that my daughter could do was just to have to pack her bags up and go to Hawaii? It might seem cruel in some minds, but when you really reverse the thinking and you say, if that was the best that she had, and for me to not throw more guilt on it and to know deep inside that I'll be taken care of, and then all of everything that I needed to take care of me came into my life, and she got set free and I got set free and we got to return back. But, the invitation to go further with that and look deep inside, like, where did I bail when things get bad? Or where did I do whatever it is that I feel like that he, she, or it in any situation is doing to me? Who did it to me in my past that I need to forgive? And who have I done it to in the past that I need to go soul to soul with and clean up? Whether they're dead, whether they're alive, whether I get them on the phone or I just do it energetically. Oftentimes, if I just clean this stuff up energetically, the phone rings if they're still in flesh, or I get some sort of symbol from somebody that's passed on that, we're good. And, then I look further and further, as I always have, through teaching the Course in Miracles and through all the decades of recovery, which is, I make amends. I mend my behavior. I don't throw around the guilt. I try my best to bring it up to these higher frequencies so that new information and new ways of being and freedom is on the other end. I don't want someone to feel bad for me. I don't want someone to feel wrong because they don't want to be around somebody that's very sick or unwell. I want to understand that it's too hard for them to see me, and to allow the people that can see me to come into my life so that I can be with people that are okay, and we can grow and build from there, instead of demanding that somebody that's not capable be in a place to fill me up. The idea to get filled up, to go where the love is, actually. Quit going to the hardware store for bread. And then another thing about children is if, any of us, a single mom especially, we think we need to help our kids. And it really, really helped me to check inside and say, do I think I need to fix this problem, or am I trying to take away their problem-solving skills? Like, they've called this in as much as I have. So there's no guilt in it. There's no mistakes, that we've all called in whatever has happened in life to grow our souls. And in that case, how dare I step across boundaries and think that it's okay for me to go fix any messes that she had too. So part of this video is for a friend that's struggling with a child, and I don't even know what the struggle is, but I do know that those types of behaviors and that kind of answer, where I don't have to fix them, and I'm not fixing them if I'm disempowering them or myself. So anytime if my daughter needs something, if it's going to disempower me to go and help her, then that's codependency. Or any time that it's going to disempower her if I help her, it's codependency. And so people resent you later when you fix their problems for them and you don't let them do it. And then they know they always throw it out there, like, I knew I should have listened, or I should have done this, or should have done that. Let our children make their own decisions. They will blame us for everything that we do or don't do anyway. So to really embody that they are brilliant, and that in the parental role, we have everything reversed in the world. We think we're here to teach our children, but really our children are here to teach us. And to let them go with love, let them go with freedom, let them be kids, let them just go out and do their thing. They don't put any demands on them. The more we put demands on them, the more they're going to push away. And the more we just try to find out how to enhance what is that makes them happy, or to just let them figure it out on their own, the happier that they're going to be. And that's what it's all about, is this self-mastery. Just looking at our children and saying, I know you're going to master this, and I know I'm going to master this, and I know that I'm going to be the master and not the slave in this. And getting rid of the reactivity and the idea of any codependency that I need to fix anything. I need to fix what's in here. I need to fix my thinking and return back to peace, love, joy, and freedom. And a smile. And that means with my children and with all my stories and with everything that's happening. It might seem really awful, but every day it's a discipline. Every moment's a discipline to say everything is perfect, I am well, they are well, everything is well. And the more we say that, you just sit back and watch. And all of a sudden, where your eyes were sunk in, where your teeth were messed up, where your jaw couldn't talk and eat and chew, things repair. This is called holistic health. This is health from the inside out, and it's good for everybody, all parties involved. You don't know when you correct your mind and you correct your behaviors how it's going to ripple out in the world, but the butterfly effect is for real, and this will be life-changing for all of us, and this is the healing mind, and that is mastery, and that's the invitation. I love all of you, and I wish you just the most amazing summer. And yesterday was summer solstice and the longest day. I hope all the light shines bright through all your cells throughout your body, and that every day, every moment, you remember that all you have to do is smile inside and smile at any situation with love, and quit thinking about it with your ego mind. The ego thinks that it could solve everything, and it just gets in there and tangles things up and messes it up more and more and more. And the more we try to fix stuff, the worse it gets. But going to the mind, the level of the mind that's love. Everything is love or fear. So there's only two things. So whatever's not love is a call for love. So just extend love. I love myself. I love my son. And I know I love my life today. I love my home. I love my body. I love my... Keep loving. Go off the rails in love. That is the answer. It's always the answer. And love yourself. I'm doing a really good job. And just appreciate everything and turn that around. Like every time you do that, you just turn around and watch, and you watch how everything changes. It all starts here. You smile first and then you're happy. You love first and then people are okay with you. It's just like the old St. Francis prayer, if you want love, be loved, that kind of thing. Like, it goes back millions of years, but this is the way to handle it and revolutionize it right now with love and joy and peace. And I wish that to you and me and everyone. May we all just really heal. The world's calling for it right now. Let's do it. Thank you. Love you.